Hey folks, JD here, and today we are going to be looking at the SJRC F11 Pro. We're continuing our list of videos for this week. If you haven't seen the other videos in this series, you'll find all the links in the description. This particular video is all about the camera and the video from this. So the video from this, I thought, was actually a lot better than the original. Now, before we get to that bit, let me talk you through exactly what we have inside here. This is the new optic system that comes in the F11 Pro. Now, the camera wide-angle lens is 120 degrees. It does give you a very fisheye video output. I would have preferred it to for them to bring that down to at least 90 degrees, because then it wouldn't be as fisheye, it wouldn't be as bad. At least I don't think so. I think it requires a lot less fisheye. It is very fisheye. The video and photo resolution is 2592 by 1520. That comes out roughly 2K, and it's also specified at a frame rate of 25 frames a second. Now, I've put the output video that I've had directly from this SD card into a video analyzer, and it's come back at 24 frames a second, so not the full 25 that I actually that the company actually said, and I haven't experienced that full 25, although it is a lot smoother than the F11. Now, the type of SD card I used in this is my standard SanDisk Ultra, class 10, 64 gig. The same card I use for every one of my quadcopter videos, pretty much, or every one of my FPV videos from the particular camera module of the quad. Now, one thing I did like that the camera is so easy to move from the transmitter. That roller wheel makes it such a simple process, and there's many angles as well. It's not just a simple case of up and then sort of 45 degrees and then 90 degrees down. It does shift through quite a varying amount of angles, although if you are all the way down at the bottom, as you may have seen in the flight test, by the time I took it right the way up to back at this particular level, took quite a while to do it. But still, it does give you a nice angle of view. I do like the fact that this video output from here seems to be a lot more colourful. It doesn't seem to be as purpley huey as I've come to experience with the F11. I also like that the SD card footage as well as the phone footage is equally as good. I did find the SD card to be a little bit sharper, but then I suppose it's down to personal preference what you prefer. Now, what I'm going to do next is show you some video. The video first is going to be from the phone, recorded from here, and then the video recorded onto the SD card on this particular quadcopter directly after it, for you to see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there we have it. So as I said, I still think that the video quality of this camera, of this lens, is actually pretty good. I think it is far better, far superior than the F11. Although I do have a couple of things to say, and that is that on the days where I recorded both of these videos on the F11 and the F11 Pro, they were months apart. But the day was relatively similar. It was a grey day, it wasn't particularly sunny, so therefore that's why I've used these two videos in this particular, well, not comparison, but in this particular video. Now, one thing I would have liked to have seen as well, I would have liked to have seen a better lens, and I would have liked to have seen a better sensor inside here. I know you can't ask too much of these particular quadcopters, but when you consider, by the time, if you were to go for the F11 Pro, right, if you were to go for the 3 battery version and the carry case version, without the discount that's currently on in Banggood, you would be paying over £300. I don't think this camera is anywhere near that particular price point at all. Nowhere near it. Not when you've got the Hubsan Xeno, which comes in at the current time of me making this at about between £240 and £270. Now, I do think it's a nice addition. It is far superior than the F11, but I still don't think it is good enough. What do you think, folks? I think everything else about this particular quadcopter is fine. Well, it is just the F11, just with a new camera model. I can't fault anything else, but that is not the aim of this video. This video is just for the camera. I do think that the F11 Pro video is better than the F11, although it's still not good enough to be a fully fledged camera drone, in my opinion. Alright then, my friends, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and ring that bell too. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.